Hi guys, I just thought that I would update you as I go because there's a lot going on at the moment. Excuse my voice, my throat is still kind of swollen. That's one of the reactions that I'm going to discuss with you as well. I'll speak about it in a bit. So my last update video, I spoke about how I'm going to continue pushing through the Disulfiram, and that evening I took a dose. And I was fine, I felt fine. But when I say I felt fine, I don't mean how I felt before on the Disulfiram, like the first 2 months when I was taking it. Eventually I started to feel really good on it, and I wasn't quite back to feeling that way. I still felt not so nice. And then 2 days after I took it, so I took it that evening, and the next day I was kind of fine, but the next day it hit me so hard. I had that swollen neck again, and it was like making my throat feel swollen, and it was like really hot and really sore, and I had that headache at the base of my head again, and just like really tight muscles on my shoulders and my back, and a tight chest, and what else, like I was feeling like really hot and stuffy and just not right at all. I was just not feeling right at all. I knew it wasn't normal. So I spoke to somebody else who is on Disulfiram as well, and they said that they had exactly the same reaction, but they told me that it wasn't from the Disulfiram. They told me that it was actually from NAC. They asked me, do I take NAC? And I said, yes, I do, or NAC. It's something that Clinic St. George gave me, and it's supposed to help you with your detox. So they asked me, do I take that? And I was like, yes, I do take that. And they said that they had that reaction from NAC while on Disulfiram as well. So I think it may be due to the NAC. And another reason why I think that it is due to the NAC is when they told me that, I took my bottle of NAC and I smelt it. And then I smelt myself and I was like, oh my God, this is the smell. I smell like the NAC. And apparently it's a sulfur allergy reaction. So it's like an allergic reaction to the sulfur in the NAC. So I hope it's that anyway. I did take NAC before, and I don't know why I didn't have a reaction to it before, and only now on the Disulfiram I'm having a reaction to it. Maybe it has something to do with Disulfiram not allowing it to metabolize properly. I'm not sure, but I think that that might be the answer, because I was smelling like NAC and it wasn't good. So what I've decided to do is clear my whole system. So I've stopped the Disulfiram and obviously the NAC now for a week, and I'm not ever going to go back on NAC, but I'm going to stay another week off the Disulfiram just to make sure that it's all out of my system, because it can stay in your system for around 2 weeks or sometimes even more, but I'm going to go off it for 2 weeks. And at the moment I must say I'm feeling symptoms creeping back in. Like on Disulfiram, my heart was behaving very well, and it's starting to misbehave a little bit again. And I also feel tight-chested, although I did have that reaction at the end of it. I still feel tight-chested, and I just feel tired again and brain fogged again. So I'm actually looking forward to going back on the Disulfiram without the NAC and seeing what happens. But I just want to give my system a full chance to just clear out. And also I'm not doing the liver test at the moment because I'm not medically insured at the moment over here. So I just want to be safe, and I just want to kind of start over, because in the beginning when I started the Disulfiram, things went really well. So I just kind of want to start over and clear out my system and make sure that I'm not overloading my body and giving it too much work. I do always recommend that you speak to your doctor about these things. I'm kind of making decisions for myself at the moment just because I'm in a different country to my doctor. So I will only see my doctor again in March, and I do email him back and forth, but it's hard to really tell from afar what's really going on. So he recommends that I push through just because he knows that a lot of his patients get really unpleasant symptoms and then they see results. But I haven't really been able to explain to him how it just really does not feel right, and I don't feel like I'm able to push through safely. It feels a bit too dangerous for me at this point, which is why I've chosen to stay off it for 2 weeks just to be safe, and then to go back on it. It is still in my system. I'm sure it is still doing something, and I'm sure I won't find myself back in the position that I was before I started Disulfiram. I am still feeling moody and just very discouraged at the moment, and actually fearful as well, because I just feel kind of stuck. I prefer to be near my doctor, and things aren't going so well at the moment, so I feel just fearful. I feel like I have a time limit for this because my wedding's in Cape Town in April, and there's just so many things that I want to do. I feel like I have a time limit, and I am putting a lot of pressure on myself, which probably isn't a good thing. So I have to just focus on relaxing. And in the same breath, having said that, I am trying to get back to all of you guys in your messages and your personal messages. And I know a lot of you message me very regularly and check up on me, which I absolutely love, and I love speaking to you guys personally, but I haven't had a lot of energy lately, and I'm not able to always reply or always get back to people. I kind of feel like I just need to take a breather right now and just focus on really giving my body the rest that it needs in order to regain energy and take this Disulfiram on again when I start again. I hope that makes sense. I'm just trying to do the best that I can with my given situation. Anyway, I can't wait to get back on the Disulfiram, and I can't wait to update you guys when I am back on it. That will be in about a week, and hopefully I'll get back on track and I'll start doing well again. Sorry, my throat just feels really constricted. I don't know, it might be my thyroid. It just feels really like it's in a knot, and I'm struggling to talk. Another thing is they say that you should be on Disulfiram for at least 4 months, and I've kind of only been on it for 2 months. Well, I started on the 3rd of August, so it's over 2 months, but I'm having a 2-week break. So I have some ways to go still. I'm kind of like only halfway. So this breather should be good, and then I can start my second half and hopefully get through it, and hopefully everything will be as good as the first half went and even better. So that is my update for today, but I also want to show you guys something that I got to make my life a little bit easier. I'm so excited about it. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you guys. I had to basically beg Ross to let me get this because I was really struggling. He works late, so I don't usually, I'm not able to cook for myself if I don't have energy. So I got some ready-made meals. This is all keto-friendly, low carb. It's from Springbok. If you guys are in UAE, it's from Springbok, and it's so delicious. It's all healthy. I'll show you what else I got. These are the family meals. This one is chili, keto, all keto friendly. This one is keto butter chicken. This one is chicken lasagna. And this one is beef lasagna. Oh, and then I also got a meatloaf with the mozzarella cheese. I really do enjoy discovering and sharing new things about the keto diet and keto recipes and treats. So if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, please do let me know and I'll be happy to share. I just don't know if anyone's really interested in it or if you guys are doing the keto diet. It's so good for Lyme disease and for killing pathogens and for killing parasites. So it's a really good thing to get into, and it's actually really easy once you find alternatives and you find a way to do it that works for you. There's actually really nice things that you can eat, and it's very doable and very maintainable. And yeah, it's also good for weight loss if you're struggling to lose weight, so that's a plus. I know some people lose too much weight with Lyme disease, and I know it's not our main focus, but if you are struggling with that and it is getting you down, that is also a plus. That's it for my update today. If you guys would like to continue following my updates and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, click the red subscribe button below, and then also make sure that the notifications are turned on because otherwise you won't get notified about my updates. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!